Hello and welcome to this is going to be interesting. I don't think I've ever done this kind of video before. Not as maybe a series, which is yeah. So the aim will be to bring a video of this, at least 2 a week will be the aim. The reason being, obviously, I'm busy doing other things, but while I'm on my break, break, sarcasm, break, we'll try and keep our minds preoccupied with the challenge. So, but we'll see how that works out. It doesn't always go according to plan. So, yeah, challenge is going to be on. Yes, I know. I've got one called challenge there. That wasn't actually a challenge, by the way. That was challenging me with some changes that I made to Riverbend. Just so you're aware, starting money is 100,000. We are on Riverview. We will be on hard mode. We won't be starting with that kind of money though, unfortunately. 1 million and everything else off. Mods. Yeah, so many mods. I have no idea what they all do. This will be fun. Right, so vehicle-wise, we can keep all that. That's all fine. Most of that's giants anyway. 10 million loan, we can't have that. We can't have you because you're auto-load. You're built into the map. You're fine. You're fine. Click to switch, fine. Contractor boost, fine. Cosplay, fine, fine, fine. They're all good. You're not fine because you're, yeah. You're built into the map. Greenhouse automatic watering. You still have to pay for the water. I mean, you could get it free from the river and deliver it. So technically, you're paying. Line buying station. Did I not make that placeable in the map already? I think I did. I may not have done. But we're going to disable it because we don't need it. Yeah, no, that won't go because we can't have that one. That's a bit cheaty. We're going to leave the plough on because even though, it's what people consider the cheaty plough, it's technically a real life thing. We can't have you because I believe you've got auto load built in. We're going to leave this on because, as I came to find out thanks to Farmer Dad, you can set vehicles so that you can't tab into them. Yeah, you've got to go. You can stay. You're part of the very games mod thing. Yeah, didn't even download it, but it downloaded. Yeah, it gets automatically added to your server with them. Special offers. Special offers is that. But then down here we've got out there vehicle sale part. That's surely going to be a mod conflict right there, right? Yeah, no. Let me check. FS25 special offers. Mod hub, yes. So we're looking here. This mod regularly checks the special offers at the vehicles, notifies you of any new machinery and bargains. Oh, okay, so it doesn't actually give you additional, it just notifies you 5 special offers at the dealers. Okay, that's fine. I've had to bring now, you'll see why soon enough. Do we want you on? Do we want to be notified when there's a special offer? I don't think we do. And by that, it's checking and notifying you. So it's an extra callback Dave's having to do. Therefore, a bit more load on your save. More reason for things to go wrong. Right, I think we've got everything sorted. Like I said, most of it is giants. Geez, what happened to that's better? I was going to say, why isn't this thing scrolling anymore? Okay, yeah, we're good. Warning, current bitrate is 2459.07 kilobits per second. Is lower than the recommended. Okay. And the recommended is 6800 kilobits. Okay. Well, I'll sort that later. So here we go. Yep. Right, while we set up the game settings, we'll turn the game speed down. Okay, yes, 4 days per month. Oh, hang on, change the name, shouldn't we? There we go. Crop destruction on, player periodic plowing on, disasters is enabled. We don't care for you. Trailer fill limit will be on. Fuel, yeah. That one doesn't matter what you want to set it to because it's just a visual thing. I don't clean my vehicles, but when I see them dirty, I like to see them dirty. But I like the, it's sometimes a bit too. So yeah. But this is a must, and fuel usage medium is fine. However, none of that. Did I say this was going to be fun? And we'll save that. Okay. And the map. Looks of something like that. And then in the store, we can't afford you. Never mind, moving on. Oh, look, we could go for you. 98 horsepower. I don't think you're going to be doing much with 98 horsepower, to be honest. Do you have a 3-point? Please say you have a 3-point. You don't have a 3-point. No, of course you don't. Flatbed, tipper. Okay. Yeah. No good. Game speed, turn you back up. Okay, nice foggy morning. Contracts, what can we do? Well, we can't do that. So one of the rules stops us from going, yeah, I can do that, borrow items. Can't do that. You can never borrow the items for the contract. However, if I went and decided to lease this stuff myself or something of similar, I could then use them, said leased equipment on that contract. However, I can't just go and lease that equipment, then go and use it and then send the equipment back. It doesn't work that way. You have to keep the equipment on lease for 12 months. So one whole game year, then I could send it back. But why would I want to lease the equipment just to do that one contract? And technically, it would cost you more to lease it yourself and then go and use it on said field and then send it back. You wouldn't make any money from it. But them things are a pain in the ass. They always cause traffic jams on this map. One of them happens to happen right there at that junction, or that junction there. Never mind that. That was a tree. That junction. Yeah. Ironic, isn't it? Cement trucks. Gotta love them. Oh look, there's a lump in the ground. Why was nobody ever told me about the lump in the ground? Probably because there wasn't one when in their version, huh? That's probably why. It's probably me when I've done a misclick. I'm zooming around the map in the editor and gone, oh, yeah, it happens, don't worry. So we're waiting around on contracts because, yeah, there's not much we can do. And hoping a tractor comes up in the sale, which there isn't going to be one, because I think only one more item will actually spawn. 5, 10, 15, yeah, I'm sure it's up to 20 items. And then, yeah, that's going to suck. Is there anything there that we could buy potentially for down the line? You'd require 140 horsepower, but we don't know what the power of the tractor will be, so would it be worth it? Not really. But then we want to keep money back because obviously we want to be able... You know what we should do? The very first thing that we should do, and it's not going to be in there, is it's going to be in here. Finances, and we have to pay back 5,000 per month. Well, pay back this month's 5,000. That means that we now know we're fine. Whatever we make, we make. What we will do, because you have to have one. You should have one. If you don't have one, buy one. There. Done. Always comes in handy. Do I want to buy that cultivator? Is the question. Or do I want to buy that cultivator? 3 meter versus a 3 meter requiring less horsepower than the other one by 30 horsepower less. At the same, now it's slightly more to buy, but eco quality and a harsh, okay. See, if you're going 175, 190, 230. And nothing has come on sale yet. See, whatever I buy out of here, I have to keep for the whole game year as well. Bearing in mind, so, and like everything other than that, I would buy, but I can't buy that because I can't afford it, and I can't take any more of a loan because, yeah. Question is, cultivating contracts, have we got any? We've got deadwood. Do we want to do a deadwood while we're waiting? Oh, we'll accept, yes. We've got 52 hours to do these deadwood contracts, so we'll accept that one as well. Yes. No. It's pointless buying a cultivator when we can't do any cultivating contracts. I think we should go and do this one first, so let's go and visit up here. Oh look, we got one right there. We're going actually up here where we are already, though. You gotta try out the chainsaw, I mean. You have to make sure it works. At least you don't have to refuel it. Coming in 2028, maybe. Refillable chainsaws. Where everybody complains because their chainsaw keeps running out of fuel. Although, you'd probably be able to carry around some kind of fuel container, right? Pull it out your pocket. Just like the chainsaw. Oh, never mind, there's another deadwood there. Hi, deadwood. 5 on this one? Huh? Yeah? Yeah. Okay, so answer yourself back because, you know, you can't, one of you can't be wrong, surely. Or both of you can't be wrong, more to the point. Yeah, I may have not long woken up. That looks like a deadwood, but it's not. You're definitely not a deadwood. Yeah, one right there. That is not the one that we just cut. That's still leaning up back there, is it? One more to go. Such a nice view. Oh wait, actually, I think I've got one mod switched on now. I was meant to switch off. Hold. I have. That. Yeah. I didn't. Don't worry. You can see everything I'm doing right now is what I will be able to do. That will be deactivated, don't worry. I was just thinking, I don't remember pressing, going into the P's and disabling a particular mod. Where are you, Deadwood? Oh, there you are. Hi. So yeah, those wondering, the map has been with giants and is awaiting testing. Right, next. Yes, yeah, we'll go visit you. Do we have any in the immediate area? We don't, but we'll spin around like an idiot just in case. Looks rather sparse up here. Probably be easier to find them then. Or not. Does seem like the radius is a bit smaller than the last one. Well, there's one right there. So I guess we're going down that way then. Oh, never mind, one right there as well. Now you can nicely drop off the edge of the cliff. Bye. There we go. Much better. None down there, maybe? Okay, anyway. And if you haven't got a tractor, you're kind of limited on what you can actually do. Very limited on what you can actually do. Maybe I should have made it that you start off with nothing in your bank. That'd have been an interesting one. Although I don't think you can set it any lower than 100,000, can you? which means that then you've got to have either power tools active, or you'd have to edit the save files. Yep, we'll just block off the road with you. You'll be fine. Nobody comes up here anyway. Well, there's definitely not going to be any more down that way. Can we see any from here? I don't believe we can. What about over there? Nope, all looks good. So hopefully everybody's been having fun. You know, we've got the game came out, then we had Christmas, then we've had llama. Oh look, there's one right there. I don't remember seeing that one on the way down here. I guess this one was I reckon there's a guy running around in the woods in here somewhere going, yeah, we'll mark that one now that he's passed it, because yeah, we'll just be complete and utter arseholes and making question, was that already a deadwood, or am I in need of going to Specsavers, because I don't remember seeing that one. How many have we got? 30, so there's 10 in this contract. Lovely. And we've got 3. Oh, there's one of them. Any more? Want to tell me where your buddies are hanging out? They need a trim. It's okay, it's not my field. It'll be fine. I'm sure the farmer won't notice. Now oh, there's one, another one, hiding in the bush. Well, I guess they're all technically hiding in the bush, but anyway, we won't go there. Can we push you off? No, we can't. Run. No, okay, that'll be fine. Almost sounded like there was somebody else running around up here for a second then. Oh, we're out of the box. No wonder there's nothing over there. Yeah, that ain't going to work, is it? You're looking in the wrong area altogether. Oh, look, there's one. And another one. Can we make this go anywhere? No, not really. It'll be fine. You can go there, wherever there is, and you. Yeah, like that. Any more? Right on the perimeter. The perimeter. Almost lost words then. Although words are definitely not my strong suit. Tell me there's something else running around up here. We've got Bambi running around in here somewhere. 3 to go. Now we know for a fact there was no more down there because, yeah. Oh, we have got Bambi up here. Bye, Bambi. Is that the same field that farmer may have got one in earlier? I think it is. Sure it is. Oh look, there's another one right there, right in front of us. Wait. You're falling the wrong way. That was not the plan. But that wasn't there last time. The guy who's running around with the spray can you show yourself so we can cut you in half instead? So basically, I will have to, when I'm done, I'm going to rewatch this back and see if I need glasses and that was a deadwood that I just didn't see. And if it was not a deadwood, then it basically confirms that there is some weird thing that goes on, and as you're running around, the game just decides, yep, that one can be a deadwood, but only after you've looked at the tree, because yeah, just to confuse you even more, make you question your sanity, not insanity, because you're definitely going to be insane by the end of it. Always the last one that is the pain. No, never mind. Oh, we've already killed you. You're the one that felt the wrong way. I had my hopes up high then. That, you see, he could be down there. But I don't know why I have this sneaky suspicion. I've walked past it about a bazillion times, or gazillion times, or whatever word you wish to use. And but we're going to check down this path, because just to rule out that there are definitely no more on this trail, because there wasn't the first time we came down here, apart from the one that we cut down here. And it looks to be the same situation. That is all of them on this trail. Good. And we haven't got to swim across the river to kill one over there, which is a bonus. And while we're waiting, oh yeah, we definitely need one of those. Thanks, game. Guess we'll have to look at buying one of those cheap tractors, because we are certainly not going to be doing anything else. We'll have to decide which tractor out of them cheaper tractors to buy, but the only downside is they're manual, and I prefer automatic on this game. I don't like manual transmission. And yes, I know in Wreckfest I always go with manual and moan about people who use automatic, because I'm like, automatic makes you slower. If you use manual, you can be quicker. But that is the same with any game where you're racing. It's right there. Look. Did we? They didn't even mark this one correctly. Look, he just, yeah. We must have just got here just as he was as he was marking it, and he had to run off quick. We see how it is. Anyway. Yeah, I don't think we'll be doing any more Deadwood contracts just yet. Collect them. Although we probably will, because then again, no, we won't. I know how difficult them ones are up there. I didn't know about this one, if this one would be difficult or would be easy. Oh look, Bambi's back. Hi Bambi. If only I had my rifle. Then again, if only shooting things in this game was a thing. Right. Anyway, Bambi, we're busy looking at vehicles that we can't afford. Now, stop hitting the scroll wheel and you'll be able to see what you're looking at. It would be a good start. We could go with you. 230 horsepower. Front and rear PTO. 3-point, which is a bonus. We could go with the John Deere, which is perfectly fine. I have nothing against John Deere. Honestly. Or we could go with one of these, which doesn't have a 3-point. But are significantly cheaper and a bit more powerful, as my cable catches my zip on my jacket again. But are like 35 horsepower more than them. And then it's just a decision as to which make I want, rather than model, because they're basically the same model. Or do I go with the if I go with that tractor, it's basically limited on what I can do off the bat. What contracts are actually available? Hoeing, mowing, rock removal, no, spraying, stone picking, tedding. And baling. What's actually in the small category that 136, 130. Yes, we're not. Oh, wait. Did we lose that one then? Vent Vario 150. We did. That sucks because that was a go-to tractor for definite. See, I'm leaning more towards this one because the horsepower more than anything. And we're limited to 24 miles per hour regardless, apart from that one, which is actually 3 miles an hour slower. But I'm leaning more towards this one. And then we'd have to lease everything else. But I'm actually going to go against that. And I'm actually going to go with one of these. Because we're 5 horsepower less, but we're only using, well, we're not spending as much money, basically. And we'll go with the Challenger. Oh wait, we have to upgrade the engine on this one, which then takes up to 83. No, we're not going with that one. Okay, never mind. That's your bug standard power. Okay, 89. That's your bug standard power. So it's out of you two. And you come out with 160 horsepower at that price. Would 160 horsepower be fast enough? Not fast enough, powerful enough for what we want down the line. And how much is it with that? Okay, so you're basically 6,000 cheaper to buy you with, but we could have front linkage for that extra 6,000. Well, it'll have to be you. How much are you to lease actually? Per day, per working hour is... And the daily charge isn't much. The hourly, the working hour. No, that's definitely not worth leasing at that because you'd have to, you'd really have to be making a lot on 5 times, just not worth it. So yeah, anybody doing a challenge like this, take note of the game speed because time goes faster. So, but what you're doing is not going any faster. We will be buying you then for 89,000. Yes. Okay. At least now we have a vehicle. And we'll lease the baler and we'll go and do all of these contracts because they're all-round bales that they want, and they pay well. So we'll accept that one. And oh, yeah, we have 13 hours. Do we have the time to do them all? I think we will. We'll just accept the 2 though. Right, baler. What baler do we want to lease? Down, aren't they, balers? Mike, stop moving. I've already passed the balers. No one up. Didn't see the deadwoods either. Don't want the fast baler. You can do 180s, 150s. I guess it'll be you. And without a number plate, because, yeah, you will be. Okay. And this is why I brought this page up, because I've got no center and spring. There we go. The first field is behind us. Okay. Sneak around this hedge. And we'll go around clockwise. Oh, we detached, okay. Oh, we didn't set it to 180, did we? Oh well. It'll be fine. I don't think we need to set it to 180. I don't think that just means that we'll have to stop a bit more often. So the idea will be now is we need what we lease, we need it to make the money to be able to buy a piece of equipment. Whether that's a tedder, a rake, whatever the piece of equipment may be, we need to be able to buy a piece of equipment that we can do contracts with. you're wondering why does my tractor slow down automatically, there's a mod that automatically does that. Kind of works on the premises of the fast baler. In fact, I think the script is taken from the fast baler. I need to find out what my button is to set foot on the wheel for automatic unload. Then I don't have to keep pushing the button. Field 28. Field 28, where are you? Oh, you're that one. Okay. Yeah, that one might take a while to do all the bales on. And there is another way that you could have done this contract, this challenge. You could have gone with one of the aggro or the challenge or the challenge, or what was the other one, White or something like that, tractors, one of them brands, and it left it at the basic package, 160 horsepower, and then bought, say, a tedder or something like that, a cheap implement, a fertilizer spreader, anything, and been making money without having, every penny that you'd have made would have been money that you earned at that point. But you'd have to save up a lot of money to buy a tractor, and there are numerous ways that you can do the challenge, but my suggestion is buy a tractor. Because you don't want one on lease at all. you'll be spending a fortune on a tractor that's on lease. And obviously at some point down the line money won't be so much of an issue, but right now money is important, and you wanna spend as little as you can and make as much as you can. We may as well get these bits down here and then finish off this line once we've emptied. It saves driving all the way back down here just to get these bits. There we go. Right. Now, yeah, we're going to be open. Whoa, hello. Yep, them trucks definitely take up too much of the road. On 90-degree angle turns, they're just too big for this map. Why did you do that little wiggle there for, AI? Oh. You have to admit, Giants have done an amazing job with the look of this game. I know they in their blogs and their videos and that they were showing off the trees, and the trees do look much better than they ever have. Hopefully they fix the issue with these as Average calls them, ornamental trees, where when you cut them down, limbs can be elsewhere to where the actual branch is. Oh, you would decide to unload right there, wouldn't you? Oh, we didn't want to turn that sharp. We may have missed a bit up there. That's where manual unloading... What was that? Was that meant to be a deer mating call or something? Or somebody laying off a rocket? Anyway, that's where manual unloading actually has its benefits, because I could have backed up and then unloaded after I'd lined up for the row. But it's fine. Something else to take note of is when you lease anything, really, hedge grabbed me. Now I'm all messed up on my turn, thank you. In the old games, if you had anything still attached to any vehicles, you'd still be paying your hourly charge on that vehicle, on that leased piece of equipment. I believe. So disconnect anything that you're not using, and that way you don't get charged extra. And make sure it's switched off. Also, anybody who wishes to try this challenge, another tip: don't expand too fast. Baby steps. Or that is, they're the same with any challenge, to be honest, but you know, I know if you're a content creator, you have to get out of your head. I need to be doing more and showcasing more to keep the interest in what I'm doing. there, and that's understandable, but unfortunately with a challenge like this it doesn't work that way. You will be doing a lot of the same job over and over again because you just don't have the money to be able to do much else. Eventually, with time and persistence, you will get there. But you first need to think about that. And I know some people be going, but you haven't got any land, you don't own any land. And this is true, I don't. But I didn't stipulate that you must own land either. I think I should add that to the rule, that you don't need to buy land straight off the bat. That you can, to a degree, you can use land that is not, that is part of the peripheral, if you like. So you can't park up on, say, the pathway, the dirt road for this field, because it's owned. It's part of the land that this farmer, whoever this farmer is, owns. However, you could park up on the dealership because it's peripheral, and therefore it's fine, as long as you're not obscuring, if you're playing in multiplayer, obscuring where vehicles will spawn or where people can come in and go out, and that you're not parking all your equipment there. Maybe by December you have to own a piece of land, something like that. So it gives you chance to get done what you need to get done and get some money behind you. Don't forget, this baler is going to cost us nearly, what is it, nearly 1800 or so per working hour. So it's a lot of money for this baler. I think what we'll do is miss a row, because then we can get the turn a lot easier. Especially while these rows are offset to each other. But this contract is going to pay quite handsomely, which is important. If it was, say, 4,000, you're only going, you're only going to make 2,000 from the contract. It's like, no, it's not worth it. Well, we will see how it goes. I mean, there are some people doing the challenge. Matt started early on. He went and leased the Merlot telehandler, and I believe he now owns it, actually, which has saved him a fortune on leasing costs. But he's also using rules that were there at the beginning, and due to loopholes that were found within the rule set, he's stuck with the original set of rules, which is fair enough. Crofty, Minute, Cersei, they're also doing the challenge, but an easier version of the challenge. They've got, because they're doing it multiplayer on I believe it's on a dedicated server. They've had to adapt the rules to suit that particular setup, because sometimes one of them is on and the other one can't be on. They're not doing it as in multiplayer where they're both on the same farm. They've got their own farms, and if Minute goes on his farm and Crofty isn't on, don't forget she's still being charged while he's not there. Well, she's not there, sorry, and vice versa. So there is that. There could be others doing this challenge. I don't know if they are streaming it. I do believe there are people who are doing the challenge that aren't streaming it. And then you've got other people doing their own challenges. VF is doing his realism experiment challenge, and I believe Rusty is doing a challenge as well. I don't know what map he's doing that on, but I think Rusty Money's doing a challenge. I think it's I think he started on Riverbend, but he may have moved map to maybe the No Man's Land copy, if you like. that got released early in FS25. The name I can't remember, but basically, yeah, a setup similar to No Man's Land. What's the time anyway? It's nearly 1:30 for me. I forgot I've got that mod in, haven't I? It tells you at the top of the screen. Here's me looking at my second monitor to see what the time is. So you can see what my time is, never mind. But yeah, nearly 1:30 in the morning. And I'm not tired at all. I did fall asleep earlier though. But we'd had a long night yesterday. Early hours this morning when my youngest son, his temperature went sky high. He was burning up, and we called up, and the doctor called us back and was like, yeah, we'll be recommend you going to A&E. And my partner didn't want to do that, but she ended up going to A&E, and she didn't get back until 4:30 in the morning. Viral infection, they said. No antibiotics will be prescribed. He has to build up an immune system to it, etc, etc, etc. You know, the normal dealio. Oxygen levels, blood sugar level, heart rate, everything was within the norm. Just it got an elevated temperature, but not to a degree where it was worrying. And so extra Calpol in the house so that we can keep him dosed up, keep his temperature down as best as we can, and lots of water for him to drink, and on top of that a flannel so we can keep him cool, help cool him down a bit easier, because all he's doing is sleeping a lot as well. So when he goes to sleep, we'll put because that's when his temperature goes up, is when he's asleep. So we'll put the flannel on his forehead while he's asleep. Often he ends up removing it, but try and keep him as cold as we can, or as cool as we can. But he's now got, you could see that he was constantly tired. He would be phasing in and out of consciousness, and you know, you'd be talking to him and he'd just be staring off into space, oblivious as to what you've just said, and then he'd snap out of it and he'd you know, look at you and he'd start talking a little bit, and then he'd phase out again. Hence the reason why she took him to A&E. That was a bit concerning. But yeah, not really eating. His appetite's completely gone. but apparently I fell asleep, like I said. But apparently he did eat all of his tea, but it was late. It wasn't like when everybody else ate theirs. It was about an hour or so before he went to bed. There is one thing I would love to find out. In the game, the AI will favour AI splines over traffic splines to move around. Like when you say go here, or do this, if there's an AI spline running this side of the field or this side of the hedge along the next to the road, the AI will take that spline, will use that particular spline over the actual road. Even if the road is quicker, it will still use that spline. I've noticed that. But when an AI spline goes over or under a traffic spline and the AI uses the traffic spline to get somewhere, as soon as it comes to that overlap, even though it knows you can't physically get to it, it seems to try to drive to it. It'll try and drive through an obstacle to get to it. Let's turn that off while we make our turn. That's very annoying. I don't know if there's a particular trigger that you can set that the AI, when it comes to a bridge, where a AI spline is below or above it, if you can set some kind of trigger that changes the way the AI sees it. Sorry, just had to run there a second. But yeah, as I was saying, if there was some kind of spline that you trigger that you could set up, so that bridge over to our left, that is the culprit. There's an AI spline that runs along this dirt track, but then there's a traffic spline that goes over the bridge. If there's a trigger, not a trigger, a collision that I can set that tells the AI you can't drive off of this bridge, then maybe that would stop it trying to hook up to the AI spline below. Or if there's a way of prioritizing splines, so you could prioritize the traffic spline over the AI spline, for example. But You know, it's only the second iteration of the AI splines in the game. And I don't know if Giants did anything with them for 25. I know they did a bit more work on them in 22 to get them to function a bit more easier, but I don't know if they did anything in 25 with them. Maybe we will see something change with them in a patch later down the line. I don't know. But I think the end of this hour, or at some point between 1400 and 1500 hours, we will be charged for the hour, unless we get the field done and this piece of equipment put away before that hour's up, which I don't think we will. Maybe if I'd set the bale, the size of the bale to the 180, we wouldn't be stopping as often. We would have speeded this particular process up a little bit more, and we'd be fine. But after I've done this contract, I will have to call it, because I've got to go. We are. Oh, we've already used one bale net as well. We will definitely have to buy one of them, and so that we have them there, so when we need to refill we can. Where is it to change the bale size? Oh, actually I won't do it mid-contract in case it fails the contract. I don't think it would. I think it goes by what what's on the field as opposed to bales. But we definitely do not want to be losing the money off of this contract. How many passes have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 passes to go. I know it's for some people have been laughing because of how many trees are on this map, but there's actually fewer trees on the map in places than what there normally is. There used to be trees along the edge of this field that I removed. There is something I want to do one of the days on a blank map. A little test I want to run. And it's to do with Deadwood contracts. I'm not going to see what the test will be, but it's to see if I can improve Deadwood contracts, basically. One more pass to go after this, and then we're done. Well, that's awesome. At least I don't have to pick all the bales up here. Oh no, 2 passes to go. Although, oh, 3 passes, okay, never mind. They decide to pop in now. It must be on the hour that we get charged, rather than when we actually took the lease. Okay. That makes sense. And so therefore anything that you want to lease, you're better off taking a couple of minutes, a minute or so after the hour than a minute or so before the hour. See, learning. You know, I'm mostly in the editor, so I don't know how to farm sim. But we will get charged. Oh no, there's another line after that one. They just keep popping in. Right, let this save. Just there we go. It's a habit from working in Giants Editor that, you know, I have to save just in case. I don't know why. Just imprinted into my mind. Save the map. Do a backup of it. At least I don't have to worry about that particular aspect because the game automatically does the backup. But I've lost my work many a time on a map while I'm working on it because of one thing or other. There we go, done. Let's get back to the store and when we can claim our contracts and get some money as we get overtaken. But I mean, we've done 4 contracts today, and you know the day isn't over yet. We could definitely do another contract if we wanted. What we'll do is we'll park right there. Turn that off and collect you and you. Now we have 29,000. I don't know if I should take you. Or if I should see if another cultivator comes in at some point. Oh, actually, I wanted to. Maybe not. What about one of you? Definitely not. That would definitely make our money, but unfortunately, oh, there are ploughing contracts coming up though. So maybe we will take that. But not right now. Okay, anyway, I'm going to leave it there, and thank you all for watching, and I will catch you, turn that down actually so I can, while I'm doing this, and I will catch you in the next one.